Hey everyone, so just doing a quick video showing the freshwater samples that I have for the hydrometers and the thermometers. This may seem a little bit counterintuitive because with the TDS diagram at the very bottom of the lab, you're obviously not going to see any differences, but what I wanted to really show here is the differences between warm water, room temperature water, and cold water, just to kind of show that a little bit. So, here is my little setup, right? So I have the red, the green, and the blue, warm, room temp, cold, hence the names. And then here are our hydrometers, right? They're cute little glass instruments, basically. And so you can maybe kind of see here, if it will focus, there are little numbers on here, and that just shows specific gravity. So generally what happens when you drop them into water, they kind of plop upwards. And sorry that this graduated cylinder is a little bit foggy. It's probably from the cold, the cold water. But just to kind of show where it is coming up to, it's right below kind of that darker line. So it's less dense than 1.0, whereas the green water is right at 1.0, which is what we would expect for fresh water, just straight up room temperature fresh water. And then if I go over to the warm water sample, with the same one that I did with the blue water, the cold water sample, let's see here, see what it gets to. Try to not disturb it as much as possible, get the fogginess out of there. And so this one, trying to not disturb it that much, is a little bit less dense than the cold solution. So I also just want to show the temperature using handy dandy thermometer. So the temperature of the warm water sample it's cooled down a little bit from when I first got it going, but it's at about 29 or maybe 30 degrees Celsius is the warm water sample. For the room temp sample, we are at about, still kind of sinking here. We're at about, should be I think about 24 degrees Celsius. So the green is 24 degrees Celsius. And then the blue, the cold water sample, is much, much cooler at roughly, see, it keeps going down, it's a nice and cool sample here. It's at about 11 degrees Celsius. So the cool water sample is 11, the lukewarm is at about 22, and the warm is at about 29 or 30.